The next turn. So now let's talk about the spiral turn. It looks like this, stepping forward and spiral turn, yes? So this is very common in Ramba, Cha-Cha, and all the different dances. So some of the technique that we want to talk about here is when we step here on my right leg, for example, you want to make sure that most of your weight is on that front leg because you are going to bring that back leg kind of loosely around as you pivot. Okay, so you do want to have most of your weight, but not all your weight. I would say it's like 90% here and maybe 10% back, or maybe even 5%, okay? Yeah, 5%. So you have a little bit of weight on that back leg as well for some support, but most of your weight is on your standing leg. So we want to do like a Roomba walk, step, okay? And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in my stomach, my center in, and basically collect that leg inwards as I turn on that leg. So one of the easiest things that you could do to get this turn is just to do this type of action. So kind of let your belly out, so don't have your center pulled in, and then pull in your center, and as you pull in your center, you want that leg to pull in as well, okay? So, okay? And, relax, and, okay? And then you want to introduce it with a turn. So as you do that same action we just talked about, so again, relax the hip here, so kind of feel like you're breathe out, and then breathe in. You can see I'm collecting the leg. As I'm doing this with my stomach, my foot comes in. Hopefully you can see that. And then all I'm going to do is turn my shoulders as well, and that's my spiral turn right there. So that's a very easy way to practice on both legs. Just feel like you bring that leg in, yes, in, and then turn with it. But here, your stomach plays even a bigger role than even in the spot turns if you want this turn to happen. And, okay, pull in. And then before you go into the next step, there's an and. Get into your hip, rotate to come out of it. Okay, that's another aspect of this turn. But first, if I just face you, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to collect my stomach in. Remember, 95% weight on my right leg, 5% on my back leg. Pull in, and you can see I finish up. And then there's an and. Get on my right hip to get out. This leg continues moving forward, brushing the floor, and I step forward. Now we'll do the other side here. Same thing. As I pull in, this leg just comes across loosely around. Again, stomach's pulled in. Now I get on my left hip to get out of it. Okay? If I do it here on a diagonal, just step and spiral. Step, spiral, and step, spiral, and step, spiral, and step, spiral. So you can start like this, just step, spiral, step, spiral. One more tip here is that you don't want to overturn, okay? So if I face you here, you can see I'm doing almost like a 3/4 of a turn. You can see my shoulder stops here, and then as I do my and to get out of it, I finish that turn. But a big mistake that people do is they do this. They overturn. Because in this case, I would actually have to go this way already. So you actually want to underturn on the spiral turn for it to be effective. So I go step forward, and that's it. So stop your shoulder from turning more than that, and then you can do and, 2, 3, whatever is next. But you don't want to overturn. I'll show it here. We're going to step forward, underturn, and 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. Pull in your center, underturn, and 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, 3, 4. Pull in your center. You can also come up on the balls of the feet, by the way. That's a more advanced one. So 4, 1, and 2, 3.
Cứ đi mua lẻ làm cái gì?
4, 1, and 2, 3, 4. That's a bit later. First, I would just try to get the 1 with the heel staying on the floor. But still, to make this turn happen, you're going to have to get on that ball of the foot of this right leg in this case. In order to turn, you're going to be turning mostly on the ball of the foot of this leg. So you're still going to maybe come up, the heel might come up a little bit even, just to be able to do this turn. And then just remember, you're going to have to do and release into the hip in order to move out of it. Okay? So those are the principles of this spiral turn. Now, to practice it, I'm going to put on some music, and all we're going to do is some rumba walks around the room, and you're just going to turn on every 4-1. Okay? You're going to do a spiral turn on the 1. So I'll show you what it looks like. If I go straight here, you go and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you can go around the room, 1. Or you can go straight forward, doesn't matter, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, spiral, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 1. So I'm going to put on the music. Practice with me right now. Let's do it together. 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1. I don't have that much space here, so I have to constantly turn. If you have more space, just go straight. More for longer if you can. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, and 2. 2, 3. Let me go this way. 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Pull in your center. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's move on. Now quickly, if you're enjoying this lesson and want to get access to all of our video dance lessons, you may want to become a member at passionfordancing.com. And right now, we are offering